propositions.
Have you, darling? What for?
Not what for, by whom, you should say. Quite a decent offer, too. I was kissing Elizabeth goodbye, and she said, I never want to leave home, so would it be all right if you were to marry me as well as Mummy?
All little girls say that. Do you know, I remember I was heartbroken when Daddy wouldn't get a divorce.
Do you know, the extraordinary thing about marriage is that it actually works. I always thought it would be like those presents you used to get as a child. Looked great in the wrapping, but when you opened it, you found they'd left out the batteries. Perhaps that's not quite the happiest comparison. What I mean is that cynics like Dennis kept trying to put me off.
Oh, no, not home-loving Dennis, surely.
Yes. I don't mind admitting. I did have a touch of the old cold feet before the event.
Yes, well, you had a touch of the old cold feet after the event. Practically gave me hypothermia when you finally came to bed last night. Whatever kept you so late? I could hear you and Dennis shouting at each other.
Well, shouting? That was a script conference.
Oh.
About the new commercial. Big one, too, if we get it. The client not only wants us to write the jingle, he wants us to suggest a brand name.
What's the product this time?
Dog food.
Oh, why don't you call it dog food?
I mean, I don't think that'll work.
Well, why not, darling? I think that's a brilliant idea. You see, all the women I know, they go into the supermarket and they say, I mustn't forget the dog food.
No, a little bit subtle for our client.
Oh. Well, why don't you call it canine caviar for the dog who has everything?
Unfortunately, it doesn't contain caviar.
Oh, have to be honest, do you?
Yeah, of course you do. You have to list the contents on the label.
Oh, well, that's stupid. Dogs can't read.
Darling, it's sweet of you to try and help. Why does he always look at me like that?
Like what?
I don't know. Sort of sinister.
Oh, no, that's when he's smiling.
Well, I think it's a very sinister smile.
Darling, of course it isn't. He only does that when he's fond of you.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. The client wants a trained dog.
Really? Do they pay them?
Do they ever? You know that dog that does the paint commercials? Mm-hmm. Had to retire to a tax haven.
Well, why don't you use Rusty? He's house-trained.
No, darling. I want a professional acting dog. You know, with personality, audience appeal, equity card. Big business, you know. The owners do very nicely, thank you. So, of course, Rusty couldn't... Hey, wait a minute. I was right, you are. Brilliant.
Am I?
I knew I wouldn't regret marrying you. Of course. Why not? We'll train him. The audition's on Friday, yes? Oh, by Friday, that dog... Sinister smile and all. It's going to make Rin Tin Tin look like an amateur.
The 9-10 to Wimbledon, Vauxhall and Waterloo has been cancelled due to staff shortages. At the third stroke, it will be 10:22 precisely.
Dennis, don't muck about. This is important. Listen, I think I've solved it. Smile.
What?
Smile. How does that grab you?
Oh, I'll try. Mac, I've done that. It's a bit of a shame if you can't see it.
What are you mumbling about? That's the name we're going to sell the product on. Smile. The pet food that makes your dog beam. Dennis? You still there?
Well, I think I've got lockjaw.
And the other thing is Rusty.
I know, but I can't help that.
Rusty. Judy's dog. We're going to train him.
Yeah?
Yeah. So get up out of that pit and come over here as quickly as you can. We've got a lot to do before Friday.
You're still asleep. It's just a bad dream.
Dennis! Dennis! Dennis, are you there? This is the script we've got to work to. First of all, the dog goes out into the hall and retrieves the newspaper from the front door. He brings the newspaper back and gives it to this breeder.
This what?
Sorry, misheard you. Breeder opens the newspaper and we see the headline. Now, if they use my idea, it'll read, "Everybody's smiling." Cut to the dog, smiling all over his face like Ronnie Corbett. The last shot is the breeder putting a bowl of the stuff down in front of the dog, and on the side of the bowl we read the word smile. Got it?
Ronnie Corbett would never act with a dog. Nonsense.
Don't you take anything in, just concentrate. If we're going to get Rusty this job, we've got to rehearse him. Animals have to be shown what to do, and then they imitate it, see? Right. Down on all fours. What? Dennis, do you want a share of the fortune Rusty's going to make?
Yes.
Then don't argue, do as I say. We've got to demonstrate to him what to do. So come on, get down. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, I shall pretend that you are one of his people. Good boy. Good, Dennis. Stay. Stay. Oh, I better show it you first. Paper. See? All right. Come on, stand over. Stay. Good boy. Good, Dennis.
Timothy,
Yes?
he's got a funny look in his eye.
Dennis, don't muck about. This is serious. Nothing. On the command, fetch. You go out into the hall and retrieve the newspaper. I shall sit here and pretend to be the breeder. Ready?
This is ridiculous.
Are you ready? Right. Off you go, Dennis. Good, Dennis. Fetch, boy.
Oh, is the training session over? Dennis gone?
Boy. Of course, when Rusty does it, I shall reward him with one of these boats. Rusty, can't be even watching.
I did all that for nothing.
It's your fault, you know.
Charlie, what did I do?
You disturbed the dog's concentration at a crucial moment.
Well, Timothy, could I make a suggestion? Look, why don't you put a biscuit in the newspaper, show it to Rusty so that he knows it's there, and then tell him to go and get it?
Right, we'll try that.
Newspaper, biscuit. Right, could you get over there, please, Dennis? All right, boy, sit. Sit. Come on, boy. That's a good boy. Yes, now there's a nice biscuit. See? In there. Now stay. Stay. Right, boy. Fetch. See? Told you. Come on, boy.
Rusty,
Rusty?
Rusty?
Come on.
You know the trouble, don't you? You're confusing the dog. When you crawl, you look more like a duck.
ducks don't crawl, they waddle.
Exactly. You said it. Now, come on. If the thing's worth doing, it's worth doing properly. Once more.
Say please then.
Right, please. Hey, and Rusty. Rusty, just watch if you want to be a star. Lassie. Remember Lassie? Come on, concentrate. Right, Dennis, off you go. And remember, don't waddle.
Beg your pardon, my house.
No, it isn't.
Can I have my paper back, please?
Good boy. Yeah. Ah, no. Just in time to see Dennis do his trick. I mean, I'm training him. That is to say, we're training him to train the dog.
I see. Well, are the children all right?
Yes, they're in the kitchen with Judy. You've met Dennis, have you?
Yes, met him on the mat.
It's odd. You're arriving just then.
Yes. Mum was told you might have to have him put down.
Oh, Mother, I'm sorry we're all in here, but you see, Timothy and Dennis needed the other room.
They're supposed to be training Rusty.
You could have fooled me. Father thought we'd come to the wrong house. But I just thought Dennis had lost his marbles.
They want to put Rusty on television, but I don't think he wants to.
You see, Mother, it's for a commercial for dog food, and apparently the dogs get paid a lot of money. So Timothy thought he'd try and get Rusty the job.
Hey, Grandpa's doing it now.
See, I've had a lot of experience with dogs. And what you must do is show them who's master.
Get up. You'll do your back in and be in bed for a week.
Don't interfere.
grown men behaving like a lot of idiots. What's the dog supposed to do?
Well, we're trying to train him to retrieve a newspaper out of the front door.
Nothing could be easier. Rusty, come. 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 Sit. There. Now, give me the newspaper. Here. Hold. Good boy. Heel. Heel. That's it. Heel. 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 Heel, 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 heel. Where are you? Drop. There you are. All done tight.
Amazing.
Nothing to it. I've been using that method on your father for 40 years.
Would you like to offer me a biscuit? Large, Jim?
Of course, we'd have got there in the end. It was just that your mother reaped the reward for all our pioneering effort. What's going on?
What's the excitement about?
Come see how clever Rusty's been. You trained him very well. He loves being an actor.
Why, what's he done?
He's collected all these. Look.
Oh, my God.
For the last time, Louise, I have spent the entire day on my hands and knees teaching a dog a trick. That is a very offensive remark. It was a dog, not the female of the species. And it ill behoves you to use that word. Very well, if you are determined not to believe me, I have nothing further to say to you. You know, if we ever get this thing off the ground, I am going to send Louise a whole crate of the stuff. What's the matter with you? Don't tell me. Some of the magic has gone out of the marriage, I know, but then I did warn you.
Don't you ever give up. I happen to have done a newspaper round before I came to the office.
Things can't be that bad.
Our star has gone berserk. Fetches every paper in the street. Better go to look at him, he's off. Should probably be sued. It's always the same. Give them a break and it goes straight to their heads.
I've had an idea.
No.
What do you mean, no? You haven't heard it yet.
I presume it includes a girl?
Well, yes, curiously enough.
Then definitely no.
We might be too late.
What for?
To stop her. She's on her way over.
Who is?
Well, this young actress I know, Angela Starr. See, I've been giving it a great deal of thought.
Do you ever give it anything else?
It seems to me this script's too conventional. I thought perhaps we might suggest something else.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. She's wearing a bikini.
You see, you said marriage had sublimated all that. Now, I feel we should bring something new to the world of dog food. Instead of setting it in kennels, how about a desert island beach? Palm trees, white sand, blue sea. There's a man and his dog on the beach. Tanned, virile, my sort of build.
A 7-stone weakling.
Yeah. Shut up! Now, picture this. He sees a girl in difficulties. A sudden gust of wind sweeps her bikini top out to sea. On a command, the dog grabs a towel and dashes to cover her embarrassments. The man turns to the camera and says, "Feed your dog smile and come out on top." You're impressed, aren't you? I can always tell.
Probably the feeblest idea I've ever heard.
You don't think that would sell dog food? Listen, if I saw that, I'd eat the stuff.
And another thing, I don't want you anywhere near that audition tomorrow. I've decided Judy will have to take Rusty. I don't want the client to connect him with us. Now, come on. Got to finish this blasted jingle. Come on. Good luck, darling. And may the best dog win.
Thank you,
Oh, my
darling.
God. Just had an awful thought.
What?
It's not Friday the 13th, is it?
No,
You sure?
positive. I go by the dates on the bacon.
What does that prove?
Well, you see, it always says eat by a certain date, and the lot I bought yesterday said it was okay until the 22nd. And I worked it out that meant it was all right until Monday week, so the 13th is tomorrow.
It's frightening. Off you go, then. Fingers crossed. Do your stuff, Rusty.
Let's try that again. And this time, try to visualize the scene more. A tropical island, a sultry atmosphere.
Yes, I can feel the heat coming from you.
That's because I'm a method director. Oh, excuse me. Probably my producer. DM here.
Who? Dennis, is that you?
Speaking. Any word from Robert Redford yet?
Redford?
What's going on there?
Tell him I'm not prepared to wait indefinitely. Dustin Hoffman rings me every hour, simply mad to play the part.
Dustin Hoffman?
Look, if you're sloshed, I'll never forgive you. This is our big day. I just rang to tell you that Judy's just left.
Good. Well, ring me back if you have any news. Sorry about that. Now, where were we?
I never thought it was that sort of film. What's the name of it?
Smiling Through. It's a remake.
Oh, did you make it the first time?
Not always.
Right, can we have Mr. Wharton and Tinkerbell, please?
Oh, yes. Come on, Tinkerbell. Come on. Come on.
Don't some people choose funny names for their animals?
Do they? I suppose they do if they don't have a pedigree.
What's your dog called?
Lord Byron III, out of Bellamy, who was, of course, a champion of champions.
How'd you get him in at night?
He doesn't go out at night. He sleeps with me.
Oh. Oh, yes, well, he would do, wouldn't he, with a name like that?
I do apologize about that. You must be nervous.
Next, please, Mr. Turnbull and Byron.
It's Miss Turnbull and Lord Byron III.
So sorry, just the list I've been given. Would you come this way, please?
Nerve-wracking, isn't it? Like taking the children to the dentist.
Yeah. Oh dear. I think Bunty's going to upchuck. Got the suit back from the cleaners. Come along. Outside. Stupid little creature.
Good boy. Now, don't forget what you have to do when I say fetch. Sit, sit.
There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Come on, Byron.
Mrs. Rust and Love, please.
Oh, I think that might be me. I'm Mrs. Love, and this is Rusty.
Sorry, I don't know who typed this list. Please come in, Mrs. Rust.
No, come on, behave yourself this way.
Good morning.
Can't understand why she hasn't run. Not like Judy. I suppose no news could be good news. If it was good news, she'd have run.
She's probably gone to get her hair done. She usually does that when she's depressed. Not with Rusty, stupid.
This anxiety's giving me a heart attack.
I know how to cure those. You give people mouth-to-mouth rustification.
We are not taking any calls at the moment, but if you care to leave your name and number when you hear the bleep...
Dennis, we haven't got an answering machine.
Must be a cross line.
Is that Dustin Hoffman?
Listen, have you seen or heard anything of Judy?
No, and I'm afraid we're unable to help you.
We? What do you mean? Have you got somebody there?
Just testing.
I'll deal with you later. In the meantime, just answer one straight question. Has Judy tried to contact you?
I can't help you any further, sir, and I'm sorry I've been troubled. You know, some of these agents never give up. I suppose my trouble is I've never been able to come to terms with the sordid side of our business. Yeah. All some people want is to grab their pound of flesh.
Yeah. Once and for all, Dennis, Judy and I have not had a quarrel. There's no connection between your sordid existence and my marriage. It's just that she's been away for so long. 4 hours. How can you audition for 4 hours?
I don't know. I've just been auditioning for 3.
I'm going to phone the police.
I don't know that. I did that once when Louise disappeared.
And?
They found her.
Dennis, I'm really worried.
Well, nothing could have happened to her. She was with a great big dog. A dog as big as that.
A dog as big as that should be protection enough. Yeah, well, then. That is a dog as big as that. Say, that's Rusty. Where's Judy, Rusty? Fetch her, fetch boy.
Don't say that. He'll shove her through the letterbox.
I've been going frantic. You weren't here.
Well, neither were you, and I couldn't find the children.
No, they wanted the pictures with your mother and father. Never mind that. Did we get it?
Well, sort of. But there were a few anxious moments.
I see. Rusty won the best of 3 falls, did he?
How did you guess?
Guess what?
That he got him on the floor.
Who?
Your client.
Rusty got the client on the floor?
Yes. Well, you see, what happened was when I said fetch, he fetched him. Oh, but Timothy, he was smiling all the time.
That made it all right. So he blew it.
No, it was the smile that clinched it. Teddy thought that was terrific.
Teddy?
Yes, your client, Mr. Hargreaves. Oh, he's such a sweet man. Anyway, after the audition, he invited me out to tea and, well, I sort of let my hair down.
Timothy, I'm sorry you have to hear all this in front of me.
What happened at tea?
Well, darling, I told him the truth. I told him I was married to you and that you'd both written this terrific jingle based on calling his product Smile. And he's going to telephone you in a few minutes to fix the contract.
He is?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Dennis, you better keep out of this. We've got to be calm, dignified.
Ruthless, you mean?
No, calm. Men of the world. Don't let him see that we can be bought cheaply.
I can. A couple of drinks and a minibody's.
Now, when he leaves, better let me do the talking. You can open the champagne. Darling, you're fantastic.
Yes.
Of course, I knew that. You proved it when you married me. No, don't answer it. Let it ring. Let it ring. Mustn't seem too eager. I know these advertising types. If they think they've got you over a barrel, they'll wall you to the screw. No, screw you to the wall. Swung off. Thank you, Rusty. Good dog. Hello, Teddy. Yes, you can screw us to the wall. I mean, we're all smiling here. Yes, I'm smiling. My wife is smiling. Even my partner's smiling. Yes, he's smiling too. Aren't you, Rusty?